I have something I want to tell you.
You're listening to Black Dot Radio. Escape the Menace.
I'm not like other guys.
On Q4.org.
Live from the Q4 studios in the beautiful West Side Chicago. My guest this evening is Pure Remedy. So how you guys doing? Like, okay, let's go from this way, that way. Names and what y'all doing today.
Louis?
Louis?
Yeah.
He's guitar and vocals.
Correct.
All right. And then
Guitar
we got-
vocals. It's Joey Nava, drums, percussion, backup vocals sometimes, right? Correct. Yeah.
I'm Arturo, lead guitar.
Well, man.
And I'm Carlos. I play bass and guitar.
All right.
Keyboards,
Awesome.
right?
Now, how long you guys been together, and when did y'all start doing it? How did y'all come together?
Next July will be 10 years then.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
10 years. Wow, the struggle is real, isn't it? Goodness. How did that come about?
Long story.
We
I
got
think I was
time.
selling hot dogs and Carlos approached me.
Yeah, I was going to UIC and Louis was selling hot dogs on campus.
Really?
And,
Yep.
so I that's why I met him. I was buying some hot dogs and we just started talking about music and
All right.
Louis was already playing in a band and he had joined me to like come jam out.
Okay.
So I would come by a couple of times, play with you guys, and
You guys don't seem old enough to be in a band
Yeah.
for 10 years. Wow. You guys started when y'all like fetuses or something like that? Y'all swimming around in the ocean and whatever? Wow, really? So then it started with you two?
Well, we initially bumped into Joey and Arturo.
who were in another band,
Correct.
a separate band,
Okay.
and then.
Then we bumped into each other, me and Louis. This was in 2006. No, 2007.
2007.
Right.
Okay.
The winter of 2007. And 2008 is when we became Pure Remedy in summertime. We met coincidentally because my uncle that used to play in an old school band.
Old school.
Band.
What does that mean? Explain to me what
That's
the old
true,
school
that's
band
true.
means. Like, it's just-
He was.
Was it like Fat Albert and them? Had the jazz. Boom.
Basically, he was playing. He's been a musician player since he was probably 15 too, or something like that.
Wow.
Playing not only weddings and stuff, but like actual rock and roll type of shows.
Okay.
And there was this one place called the Black Hole in Little Village, La
Okay.
Villita,
Uh-huh.
and it was an arcade back in the day, and they had a nice stage back in the room. Yep.
Now we
And
got
that's-
the Emporium now. That's a whole bars that's an arcade.
Yeah, but I was surprised when I saw arcade in Little Village back in the day, Black Hole. I was like, man, this is a spot right here. You got bands and arcades and stuff.
Oh, man.
And not only that, it was just like very community based.
Yeah.
Latinos, a lot of Latinos in there.
Of course.
Playing in bands and everything, and that kind of motivated me. That's when I saw my uncle. My uncle invited me to the Black Hole. His old band was playing at the Black Hole, and his drummer bumped into us, gave us a free demo. We exchanged numbers at the end of the night, and band broke up. And he called me. He's like, "Hey, I'm looking for a drummer." And I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, let's do it."
All right. So, Arturo, how did you come into the band?
Well, me and Joey, we known each other since high school.
Mhm.
Circles
So-
down.
Yeah, so we go way back, like sophomore year, junior year.
What high school did you go to?
Well, we went to Eisenhower High School. It's
Get outta here.
it's in Blue
Oh,
Island.
y'all
Blue
from the hood, man.
Blue Island.
Yeah, right. No,
I think Kanye West went there for like
well,
Yeah,
no, Kanye West went to Pi. He went to Polaris. Y'all familiar with Polaris, right?
Yeah,
Pi.
Polaris,
Right.
Oak Lawn, I believe.
He went to something like that. Yeah, he went to Polaris, and Dwayne Wade went to Eisenhower.
Yeah, from Dwayne Wade from Robbins. Yes.
Yes, from
yeah.
beautiful, lovely Robbins.
Yeah,
Illinois.
yeah.
See, I'm from Robbins. I went to Shepherd.
Oh, yes.
The rival schools.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So
hell
we
yeah.
from the same, area. We cut from the same cloth. You know what I mean? Carlos knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you guys at Eisenhower, right?
Yeah, so we just started talking in the lunchroom. You know, some buddies of mine, they just introduced me to him. He told me he plays drums and I play guitar. So like, why don't we get along and play some music? So I remember going to this friend's garage, and it was kind of like, you know, messy, really messy at that time. You know, we barely could fit. Well, we could barely fit in there in the garage, but. He started playing the drums, and that was the first time I ever actually jammed out with a musician.
Mhm.
So I think it was like one of the first songs. It was like from Nirvana.
Oh,
I
cool.
believe Nirvana. I think a Metallica song too.
Oh, cool.
And right away we just like clicked. I guess we're like, oh, you know, that's.
Did you
Getting
guys
along
like come together over pissing off the neighbors?
Yeah, we got the
I think-
also police.
Yeah. Police. Yeah.
Awesome, because I know in my first band, we kind of came together over that because the neighbors hated it, you know, because we in Romans now, right? We're playing punk music, and it's like broadcasting all the way over like 3 or 4 streets, and it was like, shut it up, you know. My grandmother was, shut it up, you know. So it's good to come together over there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. After that, we met Louis and Carlos, and we all decided to get together at Louis' basement, and that's where we formed the band, Pure Remedy.
Now, and then you came in. So you guys started it, but
Yeah,
Both
these
of
guys
us,
started
yeah.
it. They took me in actually before I told
Yeah.
him.
really,
Yeah.
Yeah, we regularly were a 5-piece band.
okay.
You know, so we had before him it was a bass player and like 3 guitars, you know, and then before him too there was just a buddy of ours, you know, too, that God bless his soul passed away, you
Oh
know,
man.
you know, yeah, you know, so
it's hard to lose a good friend.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I lost
man.
a lot. You know,
Yeah.
I lost a lot.
and from that you actually see another side, like, man, well, you know, we need to keep on doing this, you know, we can't just stop.
Yeah.
So it's a long story with Pure Remedy. They took me in. They had about like 3 songs already ready. You know, we nailed the first song, and then after that, you know, my buddy that, you know, passed away, he was in the band, and he quit the band. Then we had a bass player, and then Arturo came along, and that's when we already said, you know what, we're the closest, you know, people that we got right now, so let's work it, man.
So in that niche of people that was all during the Black Hole era, were you guys doing anything like way out of the ordinary from the other bands? Was it all kind of like this whole punk, you know, alternative rock and roll thing going on?
Yeah, it was just first and foremost, it was like, damn, we need to find musicians. You know,
Yeah.
we're like in Blue Island. He was in Alsip. We're like, man, we need to find some musicians. And then, sure enough, we kind of spread it out, you know, into the city, which is I thought, you know, the city is full of musicians and place to play. And then we're here. We're
It
like,
is.
you know.
It's full of musicians. Some want to play, some don't want to play. Some can play, some can't play. You know, people's level of I don't know what you want to call it. You know, just balls out for it. You know, they don't want to do it all the time. You know, they get a chance to, you know, take it to the next level and they get scared. You know, so.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of bands, a lot of guys only want to play to the walls in the basement when they practicing, you know. But you know, you got to get people to get out, let's play some shows, you know. So what was the first show like? You remember your very first show, all you guys together?
USC, right? The Loft?
The Loft.
Oh, man, go ahead.
Let's see, where do we start? The Loft, UIC. I think you had to do because of the hot dogs again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Louis had a lot of connections, you know, selling hot dogs. He always talked about his band, you know. So I don't know who was a contact for that. I don't know.
This young,
I can't remember. I can't recall.
young lady, too, I believe, who was going to college.
Yeah, she was an alumni and spoken briefly about the new project, and then she got us this gig.
Cool.
With over 10 bands performing
Okay.
at this foyer of this loft for UIC students.
And it was the grand opening too, right?
Correct, grand opening.
Grand opening.
I think it was right in Morgan and Van Buren there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. It's been a long time since I partied over at UIC, you know. It's, you know, I ain't no spring chicken. But let me, what do you guys, you know, draw your inspiration from, you know?
Well, Carlos.
All over, man. All over. Yeah, I think all of us has a lot of different. I mean, I don't want to name bands, but like, you know, I mean, I think everybody loves Beatles, right?
Beatles?
Everybody loves Beatles.
Beatles,
But,
yeah.
I can't say that I'm like a huge Beatles fan, but I
Yeah.
have tons of respect for the Beatles.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
tons of respect. Tons
Yeah.
of respect.
But yeah, there's too many bands to name, really, and family, culture, you know.
What made you want to play the bass?
Actually, because our bass player, the one that joined us, the one who quit, after him, it was only 4-piece, and we needed a bass player. So during that time, we just decided for me and Louis to switch off bass and guitar.
Okay.
And then I think, for the most part, I stuck with more songs with bass. And then, you know, I loved it so much, I just kept at it, you know.
Yeah, stay in the pocket,
So,
you know.
yeah.
Be the roots.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I hadn't played bass before Piremi, but you know, I learned a lot, you know, starting off here, and I'm still learning actually. So.
Right. With the climate in the country, in the city over the last 2, 3, 4, forever years, how has that affected you guys in your regular life and as well as in making music?
Good question.
Phenomenal question. It's like we said, man. It's an honor to be here. Everyone listening at home or abroad, big hugs and big thank yous for tuning in. I guess our motivation, like the weather, has come across like you know, from our roots, man. Because well, I started performing live Spanish rock music. And I give lots of thanks and lots of gratitude to the city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The city of Chicago is becoming a mecca for lots of musicians, lots of open doors, not just for the Latino community, but for lots of communities around the world. And it's just a blessing to transform. You know, I used to stutter a lot when I was a little kid, and my English teachers and, you know, all my teachers used to tell me to just start reading books and start, you know, just getting motivated, don't get nervous, and bam, like I was able to get through that sphere, and here we are, man, trying to make tunes, you know, trying to connect people, man.
You are, man, and that's what we're here for. That's what I do. I try to connect people all over the world, and with good music.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's good to have you guys here because sometimes there's a disconnect in our respective communities about the type of music we should play, the type of art we should like, and I love to break the mold on that whenever I can, you know, which is all the time, you know, because still to this day people are like, well, why would you want to do that? I mean, why do you like that kind of music? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, because it's my business. Leave me alone. You know, so I mean, we're in a day and age where people are doing whatever they want. There's all these communities everywhere, and people are coming together. So why should there still be a stigma for us to, you know, be able to rock out like we do, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
So be you, do you, you know?
Yeah,
Why not? If you want to wear a rubber thing on top of your head and with some flowers and whatnot, do you. Do you. I'm happy for it, you know?
Yeah.
So, do you guys like to do any special theatrics or anything like that? You want to do some smoke and mirrors? Make those shows real hot, you know?
I think pretty soon we're gonna start having like a projection.
Okay.
With, like some
yeah.
psychedelic like imagery.
Okay.
You know, I think a friend of ours is gonna help out with that.
Now you guys like that I mean, you kind of use the term psychedelic to kind of describe your music. Do you feel like it's psychedelic?
It's psychedelic if you're on some crazy stuff, you know, like.
We could be on crazy stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You know,
I guess,
because John was like, oh, they're real super loud. I'm like, nah, they seem more kind of dreamy to me. Kind of like, it's like, you know, like it's, I don't want to say super heavy. It's not, I wouldn't say, but more dreamy, little psychedelic. I mean, yeah.
Dreamy is really awesome because, you know, we get inspired actually by a lot of dreams too, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Metaphors,
Yeah.
A lot of metaphors and lyrics and stuff. Man, this guy's
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah.
He's crazy on that stuff. So.
Mhm.
So-
Definitely, you could throw in psychedelic, you could dreamy, and we probably even throw in mellow.
It's
Sometimes,
mellow. You got this. You got a lot of things going on. I can't really just clump you guys into one little thing. You
Yeah.
kind of gotta just experience it.
Yeah.
And listen to the whole album all the way through and feel it and draw your own conclusions from it. And I
Yeah.
think the best music is like that. Where you listen to it's like this is interesting. I need to listen to it again. Then after you listen to it again, you be like, I need to listen to it again. Because it's good. It kind of wraps around you and it kind of takes you on this journey. And it drops you off someplace in a psychedelic world with mushrooms and I don't know why I just start thinking about Willy Wonka all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You guys familiar with Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, maybe I'm showing my age. Am I showing my age? Anyway,
Definitely know
so
who that is.
say what?
Definitely know who that is.
Not the Johnny Depp version though, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, Oompa Loompa is Oompa Loompa. It's still the same
That's
stuff.
a hybrid Oompa Loompa.
But I guess I'm a fan of the original way back in the day. That one was
Yes.
really weird. What was that
That
dude's
one was
name?
trippy, yeah.
What's the actor's name,
I
man?
forgot his name just that quick.
You know it. John Mulder?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder, right? Yeah, rest in peace, Gene
Yeah,
Wilder. He
yeah.
passed away last year, didn't
Yeah.
he? Man, we lost a lot of people last year. But anyway, yeah, he passed away. But that was one of my favorite movies. For some reason, that made me think of that. So yeah. So tell me a little bit about I'm gonna say it wrong again. Remedio.
Yes.
Yes.
No, Remedio came about because of the name Pure Remedy too. We were thinking about
Subtitles and such.
yeah, we wanted to kind of touch base with our roots too.
Okay.
Done your job.
Yeah.
And you guys are all born and raised in Chicago.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Big shout out to all the immigrants out there in the world, students everywhere.
Yeah.
The whole DACA things. Kind of.
What you want to say about that? Because it's very controversial right now with the Cheeto, the orange face.
Oh
Yeah.
45.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I don't say.
It's
The FCC might be just whatever. But yeah.
man, like over 90% of our friends and families are all, part of DACA, or know people that are part of DACA. So it's quite a big movement that needs to occur, and have people need to acknowledge it, I feel, because we've been through this many cycles before. It's not new. I mean, it's a little bit transformed, but I was honored to be over Rainbow Push Coalition this last weekend, man.
Nice.
Yeah, Judge Mathis was there,
Oh really?
Father Colin, and
Judge Mathis was there.
They spoke so amazingly. They brought up DACA and they defined it. There's so many people that were there, man. It was just beautiful.
That's awesome, man. And I think that they should keep it going. But who knows what's going to happen right now? I think, to tell you the truth, I think Orange Face is a little bit of a blowhard, and he's just kind of like throwing things around just for attention.
Ah.
He's really like a toddler. If he's not getting enough attention, he's gonna throw his trucks around. He's gonna, just to get some attention. I don't really think he's actually gonna do anything. He's just doing everything because he thinks that the presidency is like a reality show and everything is based off ratings. So he thinks the more people's watching, the more people like him. When it's not. It's absolutely the opposite of. I can only speak for myself. But the more
I agree.
I never liked him. Period. I ain't even gonna go there. So so I didn't even like The Apprentice.
Oh yeah.
You can keep that too. I only liked the first season, and I was like, all right, I'm done with that because it's dumb. I can't stand reality shows either.
I like when he got body slammed.
Yeah, I could go back and watch that over and over again. I just can't stand it. But he's just bringing out just so much ugliness, and it's really bad. It's like you're just charging up a big steep mountain. You can't get anywhere with all of this because it just keeps bringing back up all this division. People are just openly hating each other. Now every idiot in the world wants to be a racist or a separatist or a politician. Y'all hear about Kid Rock?
Oh,
No.
yes.
No.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what, but see, he breathes too much life into idiots. People who think they got a little bit of money, a little bit of influence, they can say anything, do anything they want. And
Isn't that the point of politics, though? Just to make people separate and like start fighting about little shit?
divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer, exactly.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's
And,
all it is, yeah.
and it's sad that it's like
Yeah.
that because it's working in a way.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying before, we have a lot of communities now, but in a way it's good that these communities are thriving, but in a way it creates more cliques.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed already, Chicago is very cliquey. It's very cliquish. So we have to be very careful of those kind of things because everybody wants to go off in their little separate corners and not really come together.
Right, right.
But with somebody so evil as the American cheese, we should be coming together more to resist
True,
and
true.
make our voices heard with loud rock and roll music.
Oh,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you guys are gonna play another one for us, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So we're gonna take a break, and you guys gonna come back and play another song for us. What you gonna play?
We're gonna play After from Remedio.
Remedio.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, we'll be back right here on Q4 312-985-7834. We'll be back with more Pure Remedy and me.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned. Black Dot Radio, live on Q4. It's your host, EP the Radio Menace. I'm live in the studio with the brothers from Pure Remedy. They just got finished knocking the stage down. I mean, they just turned up. They just turned up. They in here got the stage and the whole studio red hot. I'm here sweating. It's hot, man. It's feeling good. Feeling real good. Now check it out, man. Over the weekend now I'm kind of a sports fan, but not really anymore because I done got bored with it. And now, my apathy is way up here now these days. So I don't watch the sports as much as I used to, especially now with the NFL and all of that crap that's going on with Colin Kaepernick and all of that. So I'm asking you guys, are you guys watching this year? Are you into it?
No, I was never really into it to begin with.
That's good.
Never.
That's good. That's good.
You know what? Much respect to the Bears, though, man. They did a hell of a job back in '85 and '80.
Oh yeah, 85.
You wasn't even born.
I wasn't born yet, but
Right.
hey, I was wearing their jackets, the nice little jackets they were selling back in the day. So,
Yeah.
not really,
Yeah, that's good.
But you do got better teams now. You got Detroit now. That's like,
Yeah.
man, they're coming up now.
They trying. We'll see what happens with Green Bay and all of that, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying my best not to pay attention this year because I just feel like I should because
And I'm gonna join you on that. I'm not gonna watch the Super Bowl this year.
good.
yeah.
Hey, it's a start,
Oh,
man. You
man.
gotta do something, Everybody watches the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Super Bowl is like Easter Sunday, The people go to church that don't normally go to church. They go to church on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
The fair weather football fan watches the Super Bowl, And like people who don't watch soccer love the World Cup. I don't say love it, but they'll watch the World Cup,
Yeah.
or the tennis. Like you see those two sisters that was playing in a tennis match over the weekends.
Serena
The
and
one real chocolate girl won. I ain't mad. I say it.
Serena.
No, it wasn't Serena. That's the surprising thing, and it wasn't the Venus, the Williams sisters.
name? Yeah.
Oh, they got competition
Venus
now.
and
Huh?
Serena Williams, right? They didn't win. They didn't win this year. It's a whole new crop of little chocolate ladies that's playing tennis now. So that was cool to see. I'm always down for stuff like that. So let's tell me about now. You guys are you guys recording right now? Working on your new stuff because I'm gonna say it wrong.
Take your time.
Nobody's gonna help
Y'all
you.
current album, Remedio,
Yeah.
you've been out for a minute, so you guys are working on new material.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's that going for you guys?
Yeah.
We're almost there, man.
We're making good progress. Like the first album took how many years to do?
Over 5 years.
2 or 3 years.
We were working all part-time jobs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right after the first one, we started right away recording the second one, and it's going pretty smooth.
Okay.
Yeah, we feel like a little bit like we stepped it up a little bit more professionally.
Okay.
You know, like we know, you know, with like playing in basement, rehearsing in basements and in our houses, and you know, or on our own. Like, man, we need to bump it up now. You know, like I know we're gonna probably, you know, sacrifice our pockets, but
Oh, you gonna do that?
yeah,
Oh, you gonna do that? Oh,
Yeah,
no doubt,
but
no doubt.
it's-
You've been in a band for 10 years. You should know that already.
yeah, yeah. So
You
you
should
gotta
know
you
that
gotta
already.
sacrifice on that.
You might spend $500 and do this and do this and do this, gas money, go to a show, get $50 and be happy about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Have you been there yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know, it's gas money home. That's it. But you rock the stage, you know.
Exactly.
It is what it is sometimes, but promotion is still important, you know.
Oh yes.
You know, because we had this conversation about promoting and sending out flyers and all that stuff. And I don't know if it's as effective as it used to be, like just putting out flyers now. It's the internet now. We can just put out something on Facebook. Have you guys done more stuff like that?
We've tried to do flyers, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's pretty hard too, even with Facebook and social media, because you kind of have to pay more to
Oh, yeah.
show more people. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, you
Like,
gotta pay.
so it's like, you know, it's a double-edged sword sometimes. You know.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. You have to promote, because if
Yeah.
you don't promote, you're not gonna get anybody there. You're not gonna see, you know, the show. So that's kind of why I do what I do. You know, let's
Oh,
send
man.
out the beacon. You know what I mean,
Oh, yeah.
and let the
Thank
people
you
know
for that,
what's out
too.
there. You know.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know if it's a whole lot out there that's really trying to do that like that. I mean, people, you know.
oh, you're a miracle, man.
Oh.
Thank you.
Just like
I'm getting verklempt over here.
seriously, it's like a dying art now. Like you make flyers, it's like a dying art. It's like
Yeah.
it's still there, and it will bring people. You know,
It'll
people
come
will
back.
see it. Yeah, people
You know,
see it.
vinyls, like vinyls are coming back. Too.
Oh, vinyls, yeah.
Are you
vinyls
guys
too.
thinking about doing the vinyl thing?
That's a little more money right there.
Oh
too.
yeah, but
dream.
you'll be on the radar of all the hipsters, you know. You're like, oh, vinyl. These guys are cool.
Yeah.
You know, I've got that new Pure Remedy vinyl, guys.
They only got
You at
10.
Starbucks, go look at it. You know?
Even cassettes are coming back too, right?
The cassettes.
Yeah, that's
I still
crazy.
remember recording, you know, practices in cassettes. You know, like, you know, the boom boxes and stuff. You record, you know, you hit record and play at the same time.
Wow, I wouldn't think you guys would still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah? You got little digital recorders and stuff now, man. You can
Yeah.
make real sexy recordings with these little recorders, you know, like the little thing I got. You know, it
Yeah.
works.
We're a little bit
Yeah.
outdated. Man. But,
Nah, that's just old school.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
new school. You know, I don't
Yeah.
even know where you can get a recordable cassette deck anymore.
I got a Sony one at home.
Oh yeah? A little boom box? Those are the best. They're the best. They're the best. Because mad rehearsals with those things, man. I
Oh.
probably still got rehearsal tape somewhere. Big
Yeah.
old bag full of them somewhere, you know.
Oh yeah.
Listen them back, try to learn songs and whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you guys planning on coming out with the new
With the
full length album,
second
right?
second, is it what would you consider second or third?
Officially a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would have been a third, but our very first demo / LP got tossed in a hard drive somewhere.
Got
Oh,
wiped. It got wiped. It didn't toss, man. It got wiped. Whoa.
Yeah.
modern technology, man.
Yeah.
It's good and
Yeah.
it sucks at the same time, right?
Yeah.
We were able to mix and master it.
No.
We
We
do
do
have the album.
Okay.
We do have the album, but it's not as
Yeah.
a mixed or mastered.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get
But
that.
yeah, but that's a special occasion now. We're thinking about it. It's like a vault
Yeah.
coming out the vault, you know. Like
Ah,
those-
y'all got a vault. Check it out. I'm all jealous over here, man. You know what I mean? That's dope, man.
The name of this new album is
Uh-huh.
called Whispers. It's a 9-track album. Shout out to Robert Shea. He's over at Uptown Records. He's fixing us up, recording there, man, and
Okay.
learning a lot.
All right. So you're gonna keep moving with that same dreamy, you know, atmospheric, a little psychedelic, a little heavy, a little weird, all that mixed up together, but even more,
Definitely, yeah.
taking it up a notch, right?
Yeah.
Whatever everyone's into, you know.
Ah, you know what? No. I don't want to say what everybody's into, man. It's
No.
like you do it
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
and people will be like, man, those dudes
Yeah.
kicking ass. You know, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like whatever people are into right now, they could probably take the time and listen to even other local bands around here too. You know,
They
like
should. People,
you know, it's
What I meant by
it's-
saying
it's-
yes is whatever everyone's into in your head. Like this song we just played can mean something else than what I was thinking about when I made it, or So whatever
I have the
you feel
folder
about
and
it.
stuff.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this has got a lot of stuff in it, man.
I feel it, man. I feel it.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you guys are listening to right now that's got your ears?
Oh, like right now it's
Right now.
Oh man, this nowadays when I ride my car,
Mhm.
I hit the scan button.
Okay.
You know?
That's what I do too.
I hit the scan button, and if I hear something that it catches my attention, or I just hit the scan button again and it pauses it. Sometimes they don't say the name of the song or something, but it's all different types, like from.
Shazam it.
That's
Yeah, I use Shazam a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
I like to test Shazam because I'll play
Yeah.
stuff that I play on this show all the time and see if Shazam can find it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
usually, a lot of times they can't.
Right.
And I'm like, yes, I win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard though because there's so much right now.
It
It's
is.
like, oh man.
But it's a lot of underground stuff that's just it's not there.
Yeah.
It's just simply not there.
Yeah, it's tough, but we do have our influences, like we go way back with even with jazz to folk rock
Hmm.
to progressive rock.
That
We
is a
just,
lot.
we kind of combine it,
I got you.
Yeah, so.
Arturo, who's one of your favorite guitar players?
Nope.
It's a good question. Well, growing up, my dad would listen to, a lot of Beatles. So I guess I kind of grew up in like old school kind of music, the 70s, 60s rock. So I gotta say one of those Santana,
Okay.
one of my guitar heroes.
That's ain't nothing wrong with that. Santana's dope. Man.
Yeah, sometimes.
There's Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page,
Right on.
Led Zeppelin.
Right on.
So, I grew up listening to, that type of music in like 70s, 60s type of music.
The essence, man.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a really good time for music in the 60s and 70s. It was a lot of stuff going on. People put a lot of heart into it.
Oh.
These days, though, I feel like you got your diehard musicians, and then you got people on the come up. They think that they can get paid because they can sing a song, or they're looking at it the wrong way. And I look at a lot of these little bogus little celebrities or whatever. They want to make little rap albums, or they want to, do something real trendy or whatever. And it's like, nah, man, stop treating music as a come up.
Yeah.
Be authentic with it. That's why I like you guys. You do your thing, and people will come. The people will gravitate to you. Because we're bringing it to them right now. We just put it on a nice little platter, and we sending it to them. Tasty, right? Delish. So you guys are gonna play some more songs off the new album that's getting ready to come out this fall, right?
Yes, this fall.
Yes.
Hopefully this
This
fall.
fall.
Yes.
This
Nice.
fall. We're currently already debating on where to play.
Yeah, it's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
Maybe
It's
even
tough.
here.
For the
I
release.
would love to. I would love
Yeah.
to. We gotta check in with the powers that be. See if they can give us my free. Give us free. Let us play a show. Let us play a rock and roll show.
Yeah.
It's been pretty kind of hard to
We should.
find a place, nowadays, like everyone, right?
To get like a deal?
we're submitting our press kit to a lot of places, and they want like bands that are already well known.
Right.
It's kind of hard for the.
Well, because this is all business. But that's why
Right.
you gotta
Yeah.
mix and mingle with a lot of different bands and kind of
Oh yeah.
get on. And every time you do that, make sure you find out somebody. Hey, this is we're Pure Remedy. This is our stuff. Give them a card. You got business cards or something. Download cards, whatever. That's the way they doing it these days. Get out there and and maybe they'll ask come back, get the guy's number. And
Yeah.
and you start putting your own shows together. That's one thing I learned about doing, being in a band is you got to be persistent as hell. You keep knocking on the door until they tell you to go away. There's no room at the end. Leave. It's like, all right, fine. And then you go away for about a week, and you come back. Hey, is any room yet? Any room yet? No, get away. You know, just keep coming back, keep coming back. And eventually they're gonna open the door and let you in. You know. And then you get friends that's playing a show, whatever. You hook up with them. That's how you get in through the back door. Because I used to do that all the time. I tried. We used to, the Double Door is back in Logan Square now, right? I thought they
reopen it already?
I'm not sure if they reopened it.
I wasn't sure. I thought they was trying to reopen it, but I don't know if they did it or not. But anyway, Double Door is one of those kind of places where I got in through the back door. The Metro never got in through the back door, but you know, still. But they don't. I don't know. I don't know what it is about the Metro.
Double Door, yeah, we had the pleasure to perform there once back in.
Everybody's got to play the Double Door at least once.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Rest in peace,
Double Door, rest in peace.
Part of the history.
You never know. Maybe someone will open it. You know, somebody got to lease
I
it.
think they're gonna turn that into storefronts or condos or something, man. Come on, this is Chicago, man. That place is sitting right in Hipster Central, man. They're gonna turn that into a condo.
It's gonna be another taco joint in there.
No, it's gonna be you know what? It'll be either a taco joint or a boutique. It might be a taco boutique, you know what I mean? They'll be selling some real fancy tacos with special weird meat in it or something like that, like ostrich meat tacos or something. Real Wicker Park, you know? Real hipster stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know I am. Anyway, you guys gonna play another couple tracks for us?
Yeah.
Yes.
This next one's called In and Out.
You're gonna play In and Out for us. All right, when we come back, another live performance from Pure Remedy right here on Black Dot Radio. You need to stay tuned. 312-985-7834 if you want to give us a holler. But when we come back, more with Pure Remedy. Y'all stay tuned. Black Dot Radio live on Q4. 312-985-7834. We about to wrap it up with Pure Remedy. We had an excellent show tonight, man. I want to thank these dudes for coming through and spending some time with us.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Give it up
Black
for
Dot
yourself. I want everybody to know where they can find your music right fast. Let everybody know.
You can find us on Facebook, Pure Remedy. We also have Pure Remedy YouTube.
All right.
Just search it, Pure Remedy YouTube.
Go find
We
it.
got Bandcamp,
Yes.
Pure Remedy.
And that's where you'll find
Remedio.
Remedio.
Correcto.
Si, senor.
Remedio.
Si, senor.
Yes. Yes. Got it. Got
And
it. So
then
what's next?
And then we got the Whispers album coming out in probably late fall.
Late fall. All right.
Late fall.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've been really loving this album, and I can't wait to hear what's next.
Yeah.
You know, you guys got some shows coming up?
We got a few shows kind of on the line, not yet reserved.
Yeah, reserved.
But we go into recording next Saturday. This Saturday coming up.
See, I've been kind of low key until y'all finish the next the
Yeah.
album, right? Okay, that's good. So this is a very special occasion then tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap! Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? See what I do for my listeners, man? I give them the real good, juicy stuff, man. You know what I mean? That's awesome. So go check out Pure Remedy on Facebook, Twitter. Y'all got Twitters and all of that stuff too.
It's connected.
It's connected.
with
All right.
Facebook,
Go to Bandcamp.
We got Instagram.
Instagram.
What is it? Your Pure Remedy or
Pure Remedy Temple.
Pure Remedy
Pure Remedy
Temple,
Temple, all
and,
right.
and on Instagram.
Correct.
Awesome. That's excellent, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to hang out for a little while, I'm going to play a little music until it's time to get up out of here till they kick me out. It's been a pleasure having you guys, man. You know what I mean?
Man, likewise. We want to give a few shout outs, man. Go ahead, Louis.
Do it.
Special shout outs to the Sing Design Girls, Chicas.
The chicas.
Thank you all, sisters, for listening. Thank you to family for listening, friends. Special shout out to Kyle John. He lost his mother over the weekend. Mary.
Our condolences.
Those are our condolences, man. He does the graphic design from time to time, and he's working with his girlfriend on our album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And to my wife here, she came about.
Thank you, wifey.
Imogene.
She helped me out a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate
Checking
it.
up on him.
Yes. Yeah. You know, they got to keep that eye on, you know what I mean? My all-seeing eye is watching me somewhere, too.
Yeah, I want to give
I can feel the eyes. But anyway.
shout out to my wife, Mercy, listening at home. with our little baby girl, Amazuli.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Probably best past your bedtime to go to sleep.
Nice. Any other shout outs?
Shout out to my family. Hopefully they're listening.
Hopefully.
Want to shout out to my brother Ivan Nava, my mother Maria Soledad Munoz, my father Jose Nava, my girlfriend Ariel Lisette Aguilera, to the familia Nava, to the familia Munoz, to all people that are going through pain and suffering out in the hurricane season and everything. Puerto Rico, Caribbean seas, Bahamas. You got Florida, Houston. I heard about Mexico City earthquake. Shout out, to the raza out there, and much love to everyone that listens to Pure Remedy and listens to all the local bands out there.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right, I want to thank everybody for listening tonight. You can always find us here every Monday night between 7 and 9 Central Standard Time. We are Black Dot Radio. We do this. We bring people here, great people, great musicians. We have great conversations, and this is what we do. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, listening. I want to thank Pure Remedy again for being here and being awesome. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you so much, guys. Remember to check them out on their Bandcamp, Facebook, and all of that. And remember, you can catch us here every Monday night at between 7 and 9. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at We Ed Productions, and all of that. We'll be back next week, you guys. Stay, and until then,
Black Dot Radio.
That's right. I want to thank everybody for listening again. And remember, whatever you do it in peace, y'all. We'll talk to you guys next week. We out of here.
Shout outs.
We out, y'all. Peace and love.